Have you ever tried every technique, kept every routine, and still watched nothing change? The frustration is real. You were told to visualize harder, to affirm louder, to discipline more, and it became a burden. What if the reason it felt impossible was not you, but the complexity you were given? Your mind is exhausted, your heart is tired, and your results seem stuck. You are not broken. You need a simple way to meet reality. Today we make manifestation simple by shifting from force into clarity, from craving into being, from noise into a steady. I know the ache of trying without seeing. In this video, you will learn why simplicity works in the quantum field, how to move from wanting into being, a morning protocol to tune the already frequency, and the emotional neutrality that keeps you aligned. By the end, you will hold a clear plan you can apply today. If this message aligns with your soul, and you want to always receive powerful messages like the one you're about to hear, we invite you to join our community by subscribing to the channel. Now, if you're prepared, let's enter the quantum zone together. You have tried to manifest with stats and strict routines, and nothing has truly moved. Complexity promised, yet it delivered confusion and fatigue. Simplicity works because it responds to clarity, not to clutter. When you're attentioned, your signal fractures and your results wobble. When you're attentive, your signal stabilizes and the field can reflect it. Think about a radio that crackles because several stations fight for volume. Now imagine one clean station tuned with care. Your life receives what you consistently broadcast. If your identity broadcasts doubt, effort, and urgency, the feedback you meet will mirror that broadcast. Simplicity changes the broadcaster. It reduces mental load, steadies emotion, and allows a consistent intention to be measured by reality. Measurement here means sustained awareness that select possibility long enough for action and opportunity to line up. The old identity often runs a background script that says you must earn, chase, and prove before you can have. That script multiplies steps and keeps you busy so that you never rest in being the person who has. Simplicity cuts the script and installs a shorter line of code. I am the one who already embodies the outcome. From this identity, the next action becomes obvious and light. There is less to do and what remains is aligned. Let me tell you a story. After months of trying everything, a listener named Mara wrote that she felt invisible to her own intentions. She woke early, repeated long affirmations, checked timelines, and graded herself nightly. Her mind was loud, her body was tense, her results were slow. Mara and I simplified to a single daily question and a single state practice. The question: what is the smallest honest action that proves I am already the one who has this result today? The state practice was even simpler. We called it Coherence Prime. Sit upright with feet on the ground. Place one palm over the heart and one palm on the belly. Inhale gently through the nose for 4 slow counts. Exhale gently for 6 slow counts. During the exhale, soften the jaw and relax the shoulders. On the next inhale, bring to mind one genuine moment of gratitude from the last 24 hours. Hold that feeling for the length of the inhale. On the exhale, speak one line internally. It is already real and I am safe to receive it. Repeat for 5 breathing cycles. This pattern calms survival reactivity, restores prefrontal leadership, and synchronizes heart rhythms with brain rhythms. In that synchronized state, your intention becomes action rather than a plea. You are no longer pushing reality. You are instructing it with steady presence. Mara practiced Coherence Prime each morning, then acted on the smallest honest action related to her goal. Within 2 weeks, her emails grew bolder, her meetings felt lighter, and opportunities that had been parked began to move. Nothing mystical was added. Noise was removed. This is why simplicity works. It responds to stable patterns. Simplicity creates a stable pattern that the world can echo. If you really stop to think, complexity is often a disguise for fear. More techniques feel safer than one clear choice because one clear choice exposes you to being seen. But there is a deeper layer. Simplicity reveals the old identity that needed effort to feel deserving. When you drop the extra steps, you feel that you are not enough as you are. This is where freedom begins. You're invited to try the same micro-practice. Set a timer for 2 minutes and complete Coherence Prime as given. Ask the single, then choose the smallest honest action that proves your new identity before noon. Log the action, not the outcome. Outcomes will follow the pattern you repeat. Simplicity is not passive. Simplicity is precision. It cuts away theatrics so that your nervous system can stay coherent and your attention can remain with one message. Hold that message long enough and reality will organize around it. As we move forward, we will expose the hidden wanting trap and show you how to remain in being without effort. That is where simplicity becomes natural and results accelerate. Have you noticed that the harder you want a result, the more to move? The wanting trap is the loop where desire broadcasts lack and the field returns delay. You add more tactics, yet nothing fundamental changes. Stop to think, wanting often becomes a habit that postpones living. But there is a deeper layer. Wanting says, I am not the one who has. Being says, I am the one who has. The field reflects the identity you hold with stability. When your nervous system lives in pursuit, it filters for absence and misses the doors that are open now. When your identity rests in being, perception highlights actions that match that identity. Think about a mirror. If you wait for the mirror to smile first, nothing happens. In the wanting trap, you demand proof before you act like the one who has. In the being state, you act as the one who has and proof follows. This is not about pretending. This is about choosing a coherent state that your body can sustain long enough for reality to measure it. Measurement here means repeated attention that stabilizes a pattern until matter and opportunity organize around it. Let us return to Mara. She had simplified and felt calmer, yet a quiet hunger still pulled at her chest. Each time she thought of her goal, her mind produced a list titled Almost. Almost ready, almost there. That list kept her outside the door she wanted to enter. We mapped the wanting script. It sounded like this. When I have the result, I will feel relief and permission to act boldly. When I do not have the result, I will hold back and keep fixing myself. This trained her body to link bold action with later. We replaced it with a being script. It sounded like this. I am the person who has this result. That person. I take one clear action that expresses who I am today. Her emails became direct. Her meetings shifted from performance to presence. Her state changed and the world answered the new broadcast. You may find a similar script in your day. Do you delay the action that would prove your identity until the world says yes first? What would happen if you claimed your place now and acted from it? Many people feel safer in struggle because struggle once earned belonging. Ease can feel unsafe because it removes the busy shield that hid you from judgment. This is why being is not just a mindset. It is a training of the body to rest in safety while holding a clear instruction. Neuroscience offers a doorway. When the exhale is longer than the inhale, the vagus nerve quiets stress responses and increases heart rate variability. This restores leadership to the plan, choose, and inhibit unhelpful impulses. In that physiology, your chosen identity becomes a stable pattern that your actions can express. Use the following micro-practice to exit the wanting trap being state. Sit or stand with a straight spine and relax. Place one hand over the heart and one hand on the belly. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts. Exhale through the nose for 6 counts. During the exhale, say silently, I am safe now. Next inhale, see your outcome as finished and pick one tiny detail that proves it. On the exhale, say silently, as the one who already has this, I choose one honest action within 5 minutes. Open your eyes and what is that one action right now? Then complete that action before you check messages or metrics. Keep the action small and finishable within minutes. Write the action on a page labeled proof and add one sentence that begins with I am the one who has, followed by the action you completed. This converts intention into evidence. Check, check, check. If I got this far, the audio is good and complete. Add me to the Premiere timeline to ensure everything is okay and the audio is not incomplete. Thank you, my brother. That identity expects things to go wrong, so it solves for speed and safety instead of truth and care. The breath that served that identity was short and guarded. The quantum pause invites a kinder identity to take the lead. Elena met the protocol on a night when she wanted to check her phone during dinner with a friend. Her mind said it was harmless and quick. Her body felt that old pull toward escape. She noticed the urge, and she stopped at the end of her next exhale. She held the stillness for a count of 3. She asked a quiet question. Who am I here to be? She inhaled slowly and felt her belly soften. She let the pause after inhale last for a count of 2. I choose presence and respect. She exhaled and returned her eyes to her friend. The evening felt wider. If you really stop to think, you may recall moments when a single breath could have changed the entire scene. A pause could have softened a sharp response. A pause could have turned a craving into a choice. A pause could have opened a conversation instead of a conflict. Here is the structure. Prepare. Sit tall, relax the jaw, and bring attention to the nostrils. Set the rhythm. Inhale through the nose for a count of 5. Pause for 2. Exhale through the nose for a count of 7. Pause for 3. Place intention. During each pause, speak a short sentence that names the outcome you choose. I choose patience. I choose truth. I choose steady action. Embody. Feel how the chest, the belly, and the face align with the sentence. Close the loop. Take one action within 60 seconds that expresses the sentence in the physical world. This protocol is grounded in clear physiology. Slow exhale activates the calming branch of the nervous system. Pauses increase carbon dioxide tolerance and improve oxygen delivery to the brain. Steady rhythm supports focus in the prefrontal cortex. When the body believes the present is safe, the brain updates old predictions. Imagine a train rushing toward a junction where the tracks split. Old habit sits on one track and new behavior sits on the other. If the switch is thrown early, the train glides to a different destination without strain. The quantum pause is the hand on the switch. You touch the right lever at the right moment, and the journey rewrites itself. Test a short ritual tonight. Before sleep, place one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. Breathe with the 5-2-7-3 rhythm for 5 minutes. During each pause, plant one intention for tomorrow. Name the scene where you will apply it. Morning coffee. First meeting. See the scene. Feel the breath and set the sentence. In the morning, repeat 1 minute of the rhythm and act on the first chance you get. Record each time you catch the pause and follow through. Let the tally show you that identity is shifting from force to alignment. You have tried to think yourself into peace. Thought can guide, but state decides. The pause changes state without a fight. It gives the body proof safety is here. From safety, attention opens and values become actionable. From action, identity updates itself, step by step. This is how trying less leads to change. You have calmed the body and practiced the pause. Now you will build a home inside that can hold the life you are creating. Think of the inner temple as a room made of attention, breath, and values. When that room is clear, your presence broadcasts a signal of safety and steady intent. If you stop to notice, you will remember times when a single person changed a room by how settled they were. You can become that person on purpose. Let us return to Elena because her day reveals the next layer. She had been practicing the quantum pause for 2 weeks. She had more ease, yet her afternoons still felt crowded and reactive. She designed a ritual to build her inner temple and to broadcast a coherent field before hard moments. She chose a chair by a window and kept a notebook nearby. She lit a candle to mark practice. She agreed to enter the room of breath for 8 minutes every afternoon. The goal was not perfection. The goal was a stable home inside her chest and belly that could hold stress without collapsing. Here is the structure of the temple ritual. Arrive, sit tall, place a hand on the heart and a hand on the belly and release the jaw. Breathe through the nose for 5 counts in and 5 counts out. Keep the breath soft and continuous. After 2 minutes, picture a warm light in the center of the chest. Let that light brighten on each inhale and diffuse on each exhale. After 2 more minutes, place a clear sentence in the chest. I act from calm power. Repeat the sentence in rhythm with the breath for 2 minutes. For the final 2 minutes, feel the warm light extend around your body. Sense that you are sitting inside a sphere of steady presence. This is your inner temple and your broadcast field. This ritual is grounded in physiology and it scales into daily life. Slow rhythmic breathing improves heart rate variability and supports prefrontal focus. Feeling warmth in the chest engages networks for care and social connection. Repeating a sentence while breathing marries meaning with sensation. Sensing a sphere invites the nervous system to track wide context rather than narrow threat. The brain then predicts safety with more accuracy and allows flexible response. Elena tested her ritual before a quarterly presentation. She arrived early, found a quiet room, and followed the steps. When she entered the meeting, she did not rush. Her voice carried a grounded tone. A colleague who often challenged her softened during the conversation. The outcome flowed from the field she was broadcasting. Ideas were heard and decisions stayed clear. Picture a violin that is slightly out of tune. Place it near a tuned violin and let the second instrument sing a pure note. The first instrument begins to align by resonance. Your inner temple is the tuned instrument. Your presence invites other nervous systems to find a calmer note. This is leadership by example. Here is a short practice to broadcast the field in motion. Choose a threshold such as a doorway or a car handle. Each time you cross, inhale slowly as if the chest smiles, then exhale slowly as if the belly releases. Silently repeat your sentence of the day. Feel that sphere of presence extend around you as you move. Let consistency be the quiet engine inside. Let each threshold become a bell that brings you back to the temple you carry. You walked from mechanical breathing to sacred breathing. You learned to witness thoughts instead of obeying them. You practiced the quantum pause and shifted state before choice set direction. You built an inner temple and broadcast a coherent field. Identity moved from force to alignment. What opens when breath sets the rhythm of your day? Who are you when steadiness replaces urgency? Which habit dissolves when you pause and choose again? If you have tried very hard and seen little change, you are not broken. Effort without coherence drains hope. The body can learn safety. The mind can learn focus. The heart can learn to lead. What would change if you practiced 1 minute of observer breath and 1 minute of quantum pause before your next decisions? If you absorbed this message and you are among the few who will practice to create calm action, comment, "My breath shapes my reality." Write the phrase and confirm it with one small choice today. Now, if you feel called to continue this journey, 2 messages will appear for you. One will guide you to deeper understanding, and the other will reaffirm familiar beliefs intended to keep you in old vibrations. I will not label them for you. Trust the frequency that resonates in your chest. I hope to see you on the other side.